Hey team, welcome to the Team UpRise training call. I'm your coach, Rachel Hunt Bailey, and today we're going to talk about organizing your month as a Beachbody coach. Now, I just want to preface this information with a story about myself. When I first heard this information about how coaches set up their month, I felt a little bit overwhelmed by it. It seemed like a lot of information, and it just seemed like, how will I ever be able to do all of these things in a given month while also working full time, going to school, being a wife, and being with my friends and family? It just seemed like a lot. However, when I started implementing things, as I felt like I was ready to start implementing them, I realized, number one, it's not as much work as I thought it would be. Like, a lot of these things you can overlap because they don't take that much of your time as long as you have a system in place. And also, the more I realized I had a plan, the less stressed out I was about helping people and making Success Club and adding coaches to my team. My first few months as a coach, I didn't use this plan because this plan seemed like a lot. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to do challenge groups. And then I wouldn't have a plan. It was getting towards the end of the month. I hadn't made any Success Club points yet. And then I would be like, oh my gosh, like, it's Thursday. I need to have a challenge group that starts on Monday. Like, I need to hurry up and start telling everybody and start posting about it and get this thing off the ground. And that to me was so much more stressful because I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was doing or when I was doing it. I was flying by the seat of my pants all the time. And that was way more stressful. It's a lot of information all up front. However, when you start implementing the things that you can, when you can, you'll realize that it makes sense. It's easy to do a lot of these things, and it's going to make your workload feel less because you're going to feel less overwhelmed and less stressed, okay? So anything that I give you, any information I'm telling you, it's not to make you feel overwhelmed. It's not to make you feel like you'll never be able to do all this stuff. It's just a tool. It's just a resource. It's just me sharing what works for me. And hopefully you'll try it out and find a system that works for you. Okay, so how do I set up my month as a Beachbody coach? Here's the things I'm doing on a monthly basis. Number one, some sort of clean eating challenge group or some sort of 3 to 5 days of something short and free that I offer to my customers. Short and free. The second thing is a paid challenge group, usually about 21 days. I'll do a 21-day challenge that requires someone to be my customer. So they're either purchasing Shakeology on Home Direct or they're purchasing a challenge pack, then they can get in the 21-day challenge. The last thing I'm doing is a coaching sneak peek, which is, again, about 3 to 5 days of me doing short videos that explain what coaching is and what it's done for me and for my life, and inviting other people to be coaches through this coaching sneak peek. The thing that you will not see on here right now is for a coach training group, which is what I'm doing with you right now. Don't feel like you have to start running those right away. Once you start adding people to your team, you can plug them into this coach training group. Don't feel like you have to now do that too. I want you to feel very, very comfortable with these first 3 things, and then we'll get to the coach training groups and you can start running your own. You can start running them as soon as you feel ready. I just don't want you to feel overwhelmed by that. Okay, so the first thing I do is I promote these groups. Then I execute them. And lastly, I deposit people from one group to the next, And you'll see what I mean by that. Okay, so let's say this is a very old calendar. You're probably like, what the heck? Why is she using that old calendar? Well, I just had it laying around for one thing. And for another thing, I really like how the first full week of the month starts on the 5th. So that's why I chose this calendar, because I can pretty easily on one page show you how I set up my month strategically. All right, so this first Monday, this first full week of the month, that's when I'm going to have my free clean eating challenge group right here. Okay, I'm going to put free. Free clean eating challenge group is going to be this first full week. So if you backtrack up here, you'll see the first few days of the month or however your month lays out, maybe it's the last 3 days of the previous month, that's when you're going to advertise your free clean eating challenge group. You're going to promote it. So you're going to promote it maybe one day on your Instagram, maybe another day on your Facebook Live page, and maybe another day on your personal page. Don't feel like you have to do all 3 days on all 3 social media sites. You can pick and choose, like, okay, this day will be Instagram, tomorrow is Facebook, etc. But you're going to spend 3 days promoting it. Make a cute flyer. I wouldn't recommend using a stock photo of Beachbody. Pick something. Maybe you're going to put together something in your PS Express app, and you're going to add words that say free clean eating challenge group or something. Get creative, and you're going to promote it and talk to people. So it's going to start on this first Monday of the month, and it's going to run for 5 days. Why am I doing that? Why am I running a free challenge group? That is not making me money. That is not making me Success Club points. What's the point of that? Well, the point is hopefully these people right here are falling in love with the challenge group setting. And by offering it to them for free, it's easy for them to opt in. So you'll get a lot of people in your free challenge groups. It doesn't have to be a free clean eating challenge group. I've seen coaches do like 5 days of fitness or 5-day salad challenge or something along the lines, but it's short and free because you want people to opt in and feel like, okay, I could do that. That's free. I'll try it. And while they're in that group, they are seeing what your challenge group is like, and they're falling in love with the process. So you need to make sure you are engaging these people. So you can do hashtag challenges. Maybe you're going to do Muscle Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Workout Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Flex Friday, whatever. But have them post selfies, have them post recipes, and have them engage as much as possible. You could even do maybe like a participation prize or something. And as you get further into the challenge group, maybe about Wednesday, you're going to start talking to people about, okay, what's your plan for after this 5 days is over? Is it just this 5 days and then you're going to go back to your old lifestyle? Or would you like to continue to not only eat well, but also to work out with a plan? So you're going to start planting those seeds by asking them maybe on Wednesday, like, what are your thoughts for the future? What are you going to do to make this a lifestyle? And then maybe Thursday and Friday, you're going to blatantly invite them to your challenge group, okay? So while this free group is running, look at what I did on the 6th. It says promote 21-day challenge, and that's intentional. So I'm promoting that on my Facebook, my Instagram, and my like page. That way, the people who are in the free clean eating challenge group are seeing this on my social media sites. Well, what I'm going to do around Thursday and Friday, I'm going to say, hey, by the way, I am doing I am doing a 21-day challenge group on the 19th. I'm only taking 5 to 10 people. You have the first dibs on a spot. Do you want a spot in the 21-day challenge? So they're seeing your post on Facebook, Instagram, and they are also being personally invited in the group. And they're being told, hey, if you want a spot, it's yours. You have first dibs because you're in this group of mine. So that's what deposit means. Deposit. You're depositing people from your clean eating challenge group to your actual challenge group. That's going to help you get Success Club points early in the month. See this yellow X right there? That's just for me. That's a personal goal that I have as a Beachbody coach to make Success Club 5 or 10, whatever my goal is for the month, by the 15th. I don't want to be stressing out about Success Club points down here. That isn't fun. Nobody wants to wait till the last second and then feel the stress, right? So that's why I run my free clean eating challenge group the first week of the month, and then I'm running my challenge group towards the middle of the month. Okay, so let's talk about when do I start promoting this challenge group? Because remember, just because it starts on the 19th, that's not the day I start telling people about it and inviting people. No, that's the start date. So I'm going to start promoting it all the way up here on the 6th, and I'm going to promote it a few times on my Facebook, Instagram, social media sites. I'm going to be personally inviting people. I'm going to create a Facebook event. and invite people that way. So I'm giving myself this whole week and this whole week to advertise and talk to people about my challenge group. So I'm going to skip this for now. Okay, so my 21-day challenge group is going to run for 3 weeks. This week, and then the first week of the following month, which I'll show you. And this week. So here's something that overlaps. Because my challenge group is running on the first week of this month, okay, this is the last week of my challenge group, it's also my clean eating challenge group. So that's why some of these things overlap, because I'm doing a new clean eating challenge group to get people's interest piqued for my next challenge group, which might start on this week of the month. Okay, so it keeps going. All right, so after it's been a few weeks inside my 21-day challenge group, and I'm not going to go too much into challenge groups because you did the challenge group training already, but in the middle of my challenge group, maybe here, this last week of the month, that's when I'm going to start promoting my coaching sneak peek. This one, Coach Sneak Peek. So I'm waiting until after my challenge group already started. Okay, why am I doing that? Because I want to deposit people from my challenge group into my coaching sneak peek. You see how that works? So you got people to do your free clean eating challenge group, and then you hopefully moved some of them into your paid challenge group. The people in your challenge group are your future coaches. So now you're going to deposit them into your coaching sneak peek, which is why I usually wait until about the second week of my challenge group to start advertising for my coaching sneak peek. That's what CSP means, coaching sneak peek. So I'm going to start promoting it on Facebook, on Instagram, on my like page, and I'm going to start inviting my challengers to my coaching sneak peek, which will be 3 to 5 days of them learning more about what coaching is. Okay, so if I'm starting to promote my coach sneak peek, then I'm not really going to start it until this week. I'm going to wait until after my challenge group ends, which is here, and it's going to start this week. So where was it in October, in the previous month? It's the people who were in the challenge group before October. So if they were in the September challenge group, then I would be inviting them to the coach sneak peek on the 12th. I hope that makes sense. So even though these aren't in order, in my brain they're in order because I'm always doing it like this. First a clean eating challenge group, then a 21-day challenge group, and then a sneak peek. But how it lays out in your calendar, free clean eating challenge group, coaching sneak peek. Because these were the coaches from the previous challenge group. Does that make sense? Are you following me? So we have a free clean eating challenge group, a coaching sneak peek, then my 21-day challenge group, and then this last week is when I start promoting again for a new coach sneak peek, which doesn't start until the second week of the month. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It's not hard to understand once you start implementing some of these things, but like I said, when you first hear this information, it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot of information, but it's not. Once you start doing this challenge, like let's say you, for your free clean eating challenge group, you're going to post a meal plan, and you're going to post some recipes, and you're going to post things, you're going to post really good content because you want people to show up in your 21-day challenge group, so you want them to buy in and be really invested. Well, once you make that content, once you find a meal plan that you like, that people like, and you post some recipes, guess what? That content is always there. So the next month in November, you can just reuse your content, right? So it's not like every single month I'm recreating the wheel. I'm not. I'm following this format, and I'm reusing a lot of the same content with new people, okay? If you have any questions about how a Beachbody coach sets up their month, go ahead and comment them below and I will answer. But your call to action, as well as commenting your questions is to let me know what you feel ready to take on right now. Do you feel ready to do a free challenge group? Do you feel ready to do a 21-day challenge group? And do you feel ready to do a coaching sneak peek? What do you feel ready to do? And if you I don't feel ready to do anything, then that's okay too, because I am more than happy to put your people into my groups. I'm doing these groups every single month. So you might as well talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your followers, and we can plug them into the groups that I'm already doing. And they can become your coaches, okay? Until you feel ready to start doing all of this on your own. All right, so what do you feel ready to do this month? Bye.